happen to know probably too much information about our next guest, and I'll divulge some of it. But actor, comedian, former lieutenant in the United States Navy, priest, so don't mess around today, okay? Here's some of his credits, just a little tip of the iceberg. How I Met Your Mother, heard of that? Will and Grace.
Yep.
Friends.
Okay.
King of Queens.
Yeah.
Monk.
Okay.
Tacoma FD. Starring role is Mike Callahan in My Boys, and they got a rewatch podcast that's
there we go.
out, man. I'm super
like
psyched
that.
for this. Okay.
All shows that Priest loves.
Oh, these are.
Oh, he binges those things.
You see where I'm going with this. And look, if you do the dirty work, as I always do, just hit me up on socials, and I'll share the link. You can watch Jamie in Bloodhound Gang video for Along Comes
It's
Mary,
absolutely true.
which is one of my favorite things you've ever done. So, Jamie Kaler, how you doing, man? Always good to see you, my friend.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, so. Before we got in here and got all situated and set up, you had an encounter with a former Patriot outside.
I did.
Yes.
And you walked in, and you're a tall guy yourself.
Yes.
You come in at what, 6'1"?
6'1", sure. 6'1".
And
I have a very slight feminine frame, but yes, at 6'1".
we're talking height here. We're talking height, not femininity.
Listen,
but-
I didn't choose this frame. This is the frame that came, but I saw your guest.
Willie McGinnis.
Yes.
Really.
And your first reaction was, holy shit.
Yeah.
Right? So when you see people like that they're like otherworldly, like, are you just frustrated for them? They got to get in planes and ride in cars or go to concerts and block your view. Like, do you get frustrated? Do you get jealous? How do you feel about
Well,
those people?
it makes me laugh because I have 2 kids in soccer right now. And they're playing kids sports, and I see all the other parents, and I have a running gag about a soccer dad who's like, "Come on, you're gonna make the national team." She's not.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, genetics play a huge part. And every professional athlete I've ever met, I go, "Oh, yeah, we're not of the same ilk." And so I see kids and dads I go, "You can train her as much as you want, dude. You can't coach speed. Have you seen the other kid over there who's lightning?" And so it makes me laugh because I have met, doing My Boys, and I've met a lot of professional athletes. I met Ferguson Jenkins, and I shook his hand, and his hand went around my hand twice. Like his fingers were that long, and I was like, "Oh, that's why the ball spins."
Yeah.
And so when I saw Willie, I was like, the first thought in my head was, "Oh man, if that dude tackled me, he would kill me." And then I walked in, and Priest,
Priest over there.
he's like, "Would you rather him in a 3-point stance? Or
Yes.
would you rather him in the back?" I go, "I'd rather him really up close."
Yeah, 3-point.
Yeah, because if that guy gets a running start and hits you full tilt, it's over.
Yeah.
So that's where the game is a little bit unfair, for a running back, right,
Yeah.
Jamie? You can just imagine I'm in the backfield, getting ready for a pass action play. I know I have to block, but if a linebacker is already starting 5 yards deep and he can run 5 yards to the line of scrimmage, then there's another 2 or 3 yards to get to me. I mean, that's a head full of steam. So
And you're a big dude.
yeah. Well, not compared to like these guys that are like 6'5", you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you got to just anchor in, and it's more of a mentality that you have to have. And so the reason why I say mentality, Jamie, is what's the motivation for your daughter? If she's going to be playing sports, where do you think that motivation comes from? Because it is more of a mentality also, as it is genetics.
Mentality can, of course. I honestly think you have to have somewhat both.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, occasionally you'll get like a Steve Nash, who's, by the way, still like a physical specimen.
Yeah, still tall.
But like John Stockton,
right?
Would Bob Cousy play in today's game? I don't know, man. You can dribble all you want, but it's a different game now.
Yeah.
And these guys, because there's so much money that, of course, the cream of the crop are going to rise up. My kids are doing camps at Notre Dame High School, which is right here in the Valley. And I think the #1 draft pick in basketball is coming out of there. He's been there for like a couple of years. And you go see the games, and you're like, some kid is trying to I'm going to try basketball freshman year. They're like, "No, you're not. You're not."
Yeah.
Like you can't even get a ticket to the high school games.
Oh,
like
wow.
these
That's
kids,
crazy.
Kenyon Martin's kid was out there. LeBron's kids out in the they're all out in the Valley. And you go see these high school games, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, these guys are freaks of nature." Yeah, they're so talented.
Breaking news from Bet365. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets. Win or lose. Sign up, place a bet for $5 and get $150 in bonus bets. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, player props, futures, and so much more. Whatever the moment is, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Hey, do you have a gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER in Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. Or 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 21 plus only, 18 plus in Kentucky. Please gamble responsibly. Must be present in Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, and select parishes in Louisiana, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. $10 minimum deposit required. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
This has been a Playmaker production.